Hi, my name is Brent Bradshaw, and today I'm extremely excited to talk about my new company, Transactity. In modern day history, there have been a select group of companies that have ultimately changed the way we do or think about things. Apple introduced the world to the iPod and changed the way that we purchase and listen to music. Google created a search engine that changed the way we look at and digest information, while Amazon created a global online marketplace that has changed the way we shop. Transactity plans to join this select group of companies by changing the way we look at and contribute to philanthropy. Clearly, there are many causes that need charitable support, and I'm sure that you don't have to think very hard to identify ones that are important to you. The reality is that every dollar that is contributed to a charitable cause makes a difference and ultimately helps the individuals who are directly affected by these areas. Many people, including the rich and famous, support charitable foundations in an effort to raise needed funding for causes that are important to them. Robin Williams did this with St. Jude's Medical Research Center and provides just one good reason why you may care about philanthropy.
Dorothy here grew up riding horses.
I'm a cowgirl.
A tough cowgirl, battling a rare inoperable brain tumor. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital created a new treatment that's shrinking her tumor. We're taking bold steps to help save her life.
Through the new steps.
Never wear sandals on a farm.
Give thanks for the healthy kids in your life and give to those who are not. Go to stjude.org or shop wherever you see the St. Jude logo.
Philanthropy is a term that is misunderstood by many people and often considered something that's isolated to the wealthy class. Statistics tell us that the average person wants to make a difference to society, however, they're unsure how to do so. There's a common perception that philanthropy is not easy to do and that individual contributions won't make a difference. Transactity will offer a solution to this problem by providing a global online marketplace where users can buy and sell goods with other users, where all transactional proceeds are donated to a charity of the seller's choice. Transactity will collect the proceeds from each completed transaction and remit these proceeds to the seller's choice of charity, ultimately providing the seller with a charitable tax receipt. For sellers, Transactity will unlock value in the goods that are currently being stored by allowing them to sell these goods to other users in return for a charitable tax receipt. For the buyers, Transactity will provide users with the opportunity to acquire desired goods at values that would be less than or equal to the same goods purchased through traditional retail channels. Buyers would also know that each of their respective transactions was ultimately contributing to the greater good of society. Transactity's mission is to provide modern-day philanthropists with the opportunity to easily and confidently make donations to charitable organizations of their choice by transacting their goods in a transparent global online marketplace. Transactity's vision is to educate the world on the power and importance of philanthropy and to become the global marketplace for charitable activities. U.S. e-commerce sales are growing by 10% annually and will exceed $279 billion based on transactions by 201 million online customers in 2015. The U.S. market for charitable giving is massive, with industry experts reporting that 2013 charitable donations in the U.S. reached $416 billion, and that approximately 72% of all contributions received in 2012 were from individuals. Transactity will target the lower value new and used goods market segment of the broader U.S. e-commerce market, which will be defined as goods being transacted online that have values that are less than or equal to the average value of all U.S. online orders, which industry experts believe in 2013 to be about $150. Transactity believes that the main source of its user growth will be primarily acquired from the current active user bases held by eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, and Etsy. Transactity believes that it will be able to acquire approximately 5% of the identified active users, which suggests a target market of approximately 23 million users and a potential transaction volume of 5.1 billion. The company is confident that it will be able to gain a significant market share in its target market, as it will be the only company offering an online marketplace with a combined focus on e-commerce and philanthropy. Transactity has adopted a two-sided customer segment strategy that focuses on contributors and value seekers. Transactity's contributors, or the sellers, are not primarily motivated by selling their goods for incremental revenue, but are instead motivated to engage in philanthropic activities. Transactity's value seekers, or the buyers, are looking for the opportunity to save money by acquiring goods at values that are less than the same new goods acquired in traditional retail channels, and they may or may not be interested in seeking out goods specifically because of the associated benefits to charity. So let's meet Thomas, one of Transactity's sellers. He's a very busy guy trying to balance his hectic work schedule and his equally busy personal schedule. Thomas graduated from college with a business degree and has worked very hard to become part of management at his company. He's 38 years old and married with 2 young children. Thomas is a web-savvy individual who purchases most of his items online. He was raised by his parents with the belief that it's important to give back to society and has always tried to live up to this expectation by contributing each year to a few charities that are important to his family. Thomas would love to do more, however, he's not sure how to. Now let's meet John, one of Transactity's buyers. John graduated from college with a business degree and has been working for the same high-tech startup company for the last 3 years. John really enjoys his job because he's getting well paid to do something that he loves. He's 30 years old and currently single. John is also web savvy and purchases most of his items online. He's cost conscious and always looking for ways to save money. He's never given a lot of thought to philanthropy. However, he's starting to get a little bit older now and starting to understand the importance of philanthropy. He just doesn't know how to get started. Transactity will be operating within the US e-commerce market, which is rapidly evolving and intensely competitive. This is an extremely fragmented market with a few notable companies that have grown to become juggernauts in the industry. With respect to philanthropy, several profit and not-for-profit companies have emerged to offer assistance with respect to fundraising and making charitable donations. Here are some of the biggest rivals in the seller segment. Transactity's contributors will engage in transactions based on the following: trust in the marketplace, time savings and convenience realized, functionality within the marketplace, and finally, the company's brand appeal. Here are some of the biggest rivals in the buyer segment. Transactity's value seekers will engage in transactions based on the following: the cost of the products being offered, the depth and breadth of the products being offered, time savings and convenience realized, functionality within the marketplace, and finally, the company's brand appeal. Transactity's strategic position is to become the global leader for online charitable activities by focusing on the following areas: branding, customer relationship management, improving customer experience, social media customer acquisition, and finally product offering differentiation. The objective of Transactity's marketing message is to eliminate the false belief that actions of one individual cannot make a difference, and to ultimately motivate and inspire users to engage in transactions within the marketplace. Transactity has established the following 3 marketing initiatives. Number 1, building a large, loyal, and active user community. To do this, Transactity will focus marketing efforts on key social media sites like Facebook, as well as some selective traditional marketing mediums like The Economist, hopefully creating some sort of viral effect. Number 2, creating strong user trust and confidence in the online marketplace. To do this, Transactity will identify an appropriate celebrity spokesperson for the company to convey the messaging that Transactity wants to be known for. Transactity will also implement a robust user feedback system that's based on industry best practices. And finally, number 3, establishing a strong brand awareness for the online marketplace. To do this, Transactity will design a simple, clean, and user-friendly website and logo that effectively communicates the company's brand, value proposition, and core benefits to users. They will also implement a very effective SEO strategy. Transactity's business will be mainly developed through organic growth based on the success of its marketing strategy and associated marketing tactics. Transactity will further grow its business through the strategic partnerships that it's able to develop with various companies and charitable organizations. Transactity's sales force will be its active users, each selling their respective positive transactional experiences in the marketplace, and in turn, the value proposition that the company is offering through word of mouth and social media mediums. Transactity's online marketplace will operate by leveraging the best practices in the following key operational areas: customer service management, marketing management, partnership management, technology management, and finally financial management. Transactity will adopt a technology strategy based on 3 guiding principles: utilizing only up-to-date proven technology within its operation, staying current with technology trends, and making sure that all necessary technology changes occur in order to remain current in the industry and with its customers. Brent Bradshaw will assume the role of President and CEO and brings with him over 15 years of senior management experience, most recently as Vice President of Operations at Ritchie Brothers and previously as a Senior Associate with PricewaterhouseCoopers. Brent will utilize personal contacts in a recruiting firm to immediately hire the following senior positions: Chief Financial Officer, Chief Technology Officer, Chief Marketing Officer, and Chief Sponsorship Officer. Transactity will also form a board of directors to act as an oversight and advisory function to the organization. Management and employees will receive a compensation plan that incorporates a base salary and performance bonus target as part of short-term comp, and varying levels of equity ownership in the company as part of long-term comp and a motivator for retention. In year one of operations, each member of the senior management team will receive a monthly salary of $5,000, which is forecasted to increase with the company's growth. Employees will be hired at market value. Transactity's product offering was developed based on the fundamental concept of giving back to society. In other words, Transactity's business model is really all about social responsibility, as users buy and sell goods within the online marketplace and donate all transactional proceeds to a charity of the seller's choice. Transactity will quickly work to gain a foothold in the market segment, focusing on 4 key priorities: adding key employees, developing strategic partnerships, executing marketing initiatives, and generating profits. Transactity has established a set of key milestones and associated completion dates, including securing initial financing in January 2015, hiring the senior management team by April 2015, and doing the full market launch in September 2015. Transactity's exit plan is to be acquired by one of its strategic partners. Transactity believes that the online marketplace will eventually be capable of seamlessly being integrated into a larger charitable organization as a key vehicle to generate funding for its respective philanthropic activities. Transactity believes that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation would be a potential organization interested in this future opportunity. Transactity is a for-profit company whose main source of revenue will be the 4% transaction fee that it earns on each successful transaction. The company will also earn additional revenue from advertising income and from interest income earned on its cash and investments. The majority of Transactity's fixed operating costs are directly related to its people, and this is expected to grow as the company grows. Transactity is forecasting rapid revenue and income growth over the next 5 years that will be funded, with the exception of the initial investment, by operations. Transactity believes that it will realize significant user growth in 2015 and 2016 due to first-to-market advantages, and by 2017 we'll start to see this growth rate come down a bit and more in line with other mature e-commerce sites. Transactity will be cash flow positive in its first year of operations, forecasted for October 2015, and will remain cash flow positive and a going concern thereafter. Transactity is seeking to raise $425,000. The initial funding will be used by Transactity to pay for various startup costs, employee salaries, and professional consulting fees required to launch the marketplace. Brent Bradshaw will contribute $125,000 of the required investment funding and will target members of the senior management team for the remaining $300,000. Brent will receive 55% of Transactity's issued and outstanding common shares for his initial investment. An additional 5% of these shares will be allocated as part of incentive compensation programs for the initial employees, and the remaining 40% of the Transactity's issued and outstanding common shares will be offered to the senior management team in return for the $300,000 investment into the company. Transactity will have a net present value of approximately $13 million after 5 years of operations. Aside from the significant financial benefits outlined in the financial section, an investor in Transactity will become part of a company that provides a global marketplace for charitable activities that will literally be making a difference one transaction at a time. That concludes my presentation on Transactity. I truly believe that this company has the opportunity to change the world. I hope that I've been able to answer all of your questions and that you're as excited about this opportunity as I am. If you do require any further information or have any concerns that you would like to pass on to me, please feel free to contact me at brentmbradshaw2013@gmail.com. I leave you with a final thought from one of the world's largest philanthropists, Warren Buffett, who once said, "If you're in the lucky 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. Thanks for listening.